During week 8, we're going to look at decision and information support systems. We'll start by talking about why we would potentially want to make a decision using a system instead of an emotional decision made by people. And we'll talk about some of the different roles of an MIS, a DSS, and an ESS, as well as a GSS inside of different organizations. And this video here gives you a great idea how that might look in an organization. We'll also talk about real quickly an article during the fall of 2016 that Target made a decision by a decision support system to try reducing the physical size of a store. So take a look at that article there. We'll look at the different kinds of management information systems here, and we'll focus in on a human resource MIS because that's probably one that you will work with or be inside. Your data will be in whenever you get done with this program or the certificate and get a job out there. We'll take a look at the attached document, and it walks you through looking at some of the benefits of using a personal management information system. Look at the differences between a decision support system and a management information system. Look at some of the examples. You can use a Jing or a Prezi, or you can write out an essay with some images on a DSS that you're going to select and research it. Questions there in the bullet point that you want your project to address, and they'll post that up there so that your fellow students can take a look at it as a blog entry. So make sure that you take the time to view your other classmates as well, because you never know when you may come across one in the real world, or maybe you are experiencing one every day whenever you look at the weather on weather.com or whenever you watch KCCI, for example. We'll look at a group support system, how it can enhance decision making. And finally, we'll think back to our project or our company that we selected way back in week 2, and we'll think about some of the characteristics of a group support system that they would want in their company. So think about the different locations, how many different branches they may need to support, whether they want to support the communication between headquarters and smaller organizations or smaller entities. I'm thinking in like a Bank of America in this case, what kind of the group support system would they want? Think about the how many people it might support, how you want to break those down. So just research some of the features or think about some of the features your company would need for a group support system. The final piece we'll look at this week is executive support systems to help an executive level decision making. A slide share presentation so you can think about some of the ways that an ESS might be useful. And then we'll think about what kind of dashboards or want items would an executive want to see in a support system. Obviously, they're probably not going to care about the number of tickets solved, for example. Maybe they do care about that. Maybe they care about how many products are being output. Think about what the CEO for your company would want to know about the company and the current climate that it's in. So post that list up here to your discussion board. No response required. Just again, look through those other students' posts so that you can get an idea of some of the different wants or dashboards that might be useful. Finally, we're going to talk about how social networking might affect our decision making. So how could you use something like Facebook or Twitter to make decisions? You can even think back to this past election on how Twitter influenced so many people's decision making for president. So consider that. How would you make decisions? How would you, is there one mechanism or one tool that's better than the other? And then respond to 2 classmates. So this post is one that you want to get in early on Monday night so that you have time to communicate and discuss with your fellow classmates. And of course, if you don't make that Monday night deadline, there'll be a deduction of 2 points. So interesting discussion board there. I always enjoy reading through those and seeing how things change. And believe it or not, maybe this won't surprise you, there seems to be a difference in opinion by age as well. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see that come out through your discussion board post. So that's what we've got going on for week 8. At this point, we are officially halfway through our course. Coming up pretty soon, we'll have our group project starting, and it will be time to get that all set up in starting about week 10. And we will finish out the semester strong. I hope you have a fantastic week. See you online.